Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Hey Little Magpie. And for this layout I'm using two collections by Pretty Little Studio. I'm using You Are My Sunshine and some of the Indian Summer. So the paper that I'm using as the background is from the You Are My Sunshine collection, and it's called Lazy Days. It's actually meant to have the strips at the top and the bottom, but I've actually moved it. I've turned it sideways, and I'm going to cover anything that is directional, so it won't matter in the long run. Now, in the tray on the left, I've got a selection of the You Are My Sunshine Under the Stars die cuts, and on the right, I've got the You Are My Sunshine Under the Stars sticker sheet. And when I saw these stars, and I thought actually I really wanted to use them all together, which sounds a little bit extravagant, but I really like the finished layout. There's so much in this collection. I just felt I wanted to feature the stars. Now, the two photos that I'm using are of me. They were taken on a weekend away in Harrogate at the RHS Gardens there. I think it's called Harlow Car off the top of my head. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And they had this beautiful natural rainbow, and it's made of plants and flowers, and I think there was even feathers. And we stopped and we took loads of photographs. And I thought actually I could use these stars to make an informal rainbow from one photo to the other. So I don't have all the colours of the rainbow in these stars, but I'm kind of just going with it and giving the impression, if that makes sense. So there is no red, but I'm using the brighter pinks, then the oranges, yellows, greens, and there's a mixture of 3 different shades of blue. I'm kind of figuring out the placement. I'm also cutting some of the stickers off the sticker sheet with their backgrounds, the back still on them, and adding them to fill any gaps. But this is just literally my initial thoughts. You know, when you ever have an idea, um, and it's good in your head and it's just actually making it happen. So actually this is going quite well, because I couldn't make up my mind whether this would actually work or not. I'd actually say I'm not sure this layout is really my style, but I'm not actually, sometimes I'm not even sure if I have a style. I can be influenced by so many things when I scrapbook, mainly photographs, quite often memories, and also the products as well. I really like these products by Pretty Little Studio. This is the second time I've used them for Hey Little Magpie. Um, and there's just something bright and refreshing about them that I really like. I brought in some other bits of ephemera there on the left that I thought might work, but actually the more I look at it, the more I don't want to mess too much. I think it will take away from the visual rainbow that I'm making. Have found a title, and I've gone with a black one. I think there's some dark areas in the photos, so black isn't a problem, and there's some black stitching on design on some of the stars as well. So I've gone with Every Summer Has a Story. I'm still taking a few more off the sticker sheet as well. I think I use even more by the end. And this set of cutter parts here is from Indian Summer. And I pick one that says Live Colourfully. And I add that. I intentionally, even though I like the phrase that I've picked, I picked one that would kind of overhang around the yellows. Also, I'm wearing a yellowy orange top as well, so I thought that worked. Now, I've stuck a lot of the stars down off camera. You don't really need to see me using lots of double-sided tape, but there are a few that I miss. Obviously, I don't want to move it because I was concerned that they were all going to move direction. So I'm bringing in the sticker sheet again and just filling any gaps, still going with the colours. I had that green one in there and I feel like it detracted, so I change it up for a yellow one. But I'm just using a bit of double-sided tape on all of them. There's a little bit going to be added behind each photo. I don't like things to be ultra flat, so the photos will only have a strip in the centre so that they curve a little bit. And that's just personal taste, really. That photo's not stuck down yet because I want to tuck a few stars around them, and I'm actually going to cut some of the stars up and tuck them in around both photographs, so I can get twice as much out of one star. So that's the plan. So if you're new to Hey Little Magpie on our YouTube channel, we would love you to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we're happy to answer any comments that you leave below the layouts. If you've got any questions of something we've done or tools that we've used, techniques that you've got some questions about, that's absolutely fine, and we'll come back and answer those. You'll also find us on Facebook, where we've got a Facebook group, and IG as well. Really great, talented team, all with lots of different styles, so I would really recommend you check them out. Lots of inspiration, particularly if you're feeling as if your mojo is having a moment, which they do. That happens to us all. So do have a look, and you'll definitely see something that you like. So I've got most of the stars stuck down, I think. I think I keep finding the odd one that I've missed. I was trying to be so methodical but I got sidetracked. And I'm just making sure now that everything is in place. Going to add the title over the bottom photo there. In the final layout, I haven't actually added any journaling. I think I want to, maybe just above the title. I want to live with it a little first before I commit. I'm thinking it's going to need, what, where, when, at least. But if not, I'll use a technique I've done before, and I'll add that to the back so that I know in the future, because you always think your memory is going to work and it's going to remember, and maybe that's because I'm getting older, but it doesn't always work. So I do tend to write on the back of my layouts if I haven't actually written on the front. See, look, I've had another star that wasn't stuck down underneath that photograph. And if you don't want to write directly on the back of your layouts, you can use, I used an inexpensive roll of white stickers one of the times, and I could write on the sticker first, then just stick it on the back of the layout. I know people that do that with the collection so they can remember in the future who the manufacturer, etc. was when they did their layout. So before I finish up, I would really recommend you check out A Pretty Little Studio in the Hey Little Magpie store. I'm using the You Are My Sunshine and Indian Summer this month, but there are more ranges by Pretty Little Studio, plus all the new releases are also in the store. So make yourself a brew, take a seat, and have a good old mooch through Hey Little Magpie. There's lots of new things being added all the time. So I'm just trimming down that cutter part. The cutter parts in these ranges are really good value, and because of the shape of them, they're really easy to trim as well. So no real fussy cutting needed on those. So I'm just doing the final bits, and here we are. Just showing you in all its glory. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back here real soon sharing more layouts for Hey Little Magpie. This is Sheena Rowland saying bye for now.